My name is Aaron Fitzgerald. The symptoms and illness that I had prior to coming here was consistent dizziness. It was bad. It was pretty onset. It was sudden. I almost fell out of the seat I was in. It surprised me, and I thought it would go away after like a week or something. Maybe I hit my head. Maybe something had happened, but it stuck around and has till. It still shows up today sometimes, but it's not nearly as bad as it was a year, and I think it was last April it started.
Wow. So, you said dizziness? Were you feeling any numbness?
Only when I would like fall asleep, so if I was asleep on my arm weird or something, but that's gone away, ironically, with this. I've noticed that while I go to sleep, I don't have as much numbness in my arms or anything while I'm just lying down trying to take a nap or go to sleep.
So, what led you to the office? How did you find out about?
I believe it was either one of my sisters or my mother at church. One of them had a friend, and they had come here.
What forms of relief did you try before coming to the office?
I've always seen a chiropractor for as long as I can remember. I think since I was 5, I was going to a chiropractor. The adjustments helped, but I didn't notice a giant relief. So I don't know if it was just too soon, or too soon into the illness for it to make a difference, or if it needed a longer time. But I tried that. I went to doctors. I went to like an ENT to see if they say anything, like a ear infection, nasal infection, anything like that. They couldn't find anything. So I tried a bunch of different stuff, but none of it worked.
So share with us a little bit more about the results that you've noticed since you've been coming to Advanced Smile Care.
Well, with the dizziness that I had, it was tough to just stand up. Walking down the stairs was a pain. Sometimes it would feel like my vision would get worse and almost like I'm blacking out, kind of tunnel vision. That can still happen if I exert myself too hard, but usually from day to day I can go downstairs, I can take a shower without panicking like I used to because slippery water, etc. I can basically live my life again without... There's still worry there because it's still not perfectly gone, but like days like today, I feel like I could go out for a run, feel like I could go lift some weights, do my old life again.
That's great. So if you started with care with us at the worst that you were feeling, how much percentage of change have you felt?
Most days I feel 90-ish% better. I can always feel, there's something going on in my head. It almost feels like there's a fog in my mind at some points, and I can always feel it's there, but today, it's not that bad. There are some days where it's much worse. I don't know what makes it worse, but, it comes and goes. But I would say probably about like a 85-90% improvement.
So what's the biggest difference this care has meant for your life?
I get to go on with it. Because before I wasn't bedridden, but I was house-ridden, basically, because the job I was at, I drove. I can't drive while I'm dizzy. I couldn't go out with my friends. I was already dizzy. I didn't want to drink. I usually don't anyway, but, so I basically got my freedom back.
Great. Well, thank you.
Awesome. I have a quick question.
Okay.
As young as you are, what can you compare your prospects? Like, you're sitting here 6 months into this disease and you are, it stopped your life probably.
Correct.
That kind of dizziness is completely debilitating. So, and as young as you are, that must have been pretty terrifying to be, in that position. And now it's you get to have a future,
It was pretty bad. Initially I was more upset about it because I had all these big plans. I was like, I want to make a family someday. I want to have a house. I want to make money. I want to be a fine, upstanding citizen. And then I got knocked on my butt, and I was like, this isn't going to work. I'm going to be stuck like this. And every doctor didn't know what to do, and so I was really worried. But now I think I can get back on.